So here's what I did when I was getting ready to leave my abusive marriage. Um, Being prepared is the first rule of life. I will tell you that because you never know when an opportunity is going to arise, and you want to be able to take advantage of it without looking back. And that is the key, without looking back. Because as I tried to tell my divorce attorney, the seventh one that I talked to, that was trying to convince me that I'm entitled to this and I should do that, I can replace stuff. I can make more money. I can get new clothes. I can get a new car. I cannot replace me, and I cannot replace my kid. So just get the necessary things you need all together in one place. So here's what I did. First thing is you want to get yourself one of these Sentry safe. This is literally a handheld safe. You can see it looks a lot bigger than in this video than it really is, but I would say it's maybe 12 to 14 inches wide, maybe 10 inches the other way, and about 6-7 inches deep. Small enough, has a handle. So what I call this a grab and go. So here's the thing, in this safe, what you want to have. You want to have a whole bunch of things, but you can fit it all in here. Number one, any important documents. So I have like birth certificates I put mine and my son's in here, social security cards. I have our passports, just any important information. I also had gotten myself, oh, by the way, the Sentry Safe was $50 at Walmart. Walmart, we all have a Walmart. The other thing I got was this jump drive. You can easily just get the little one that goes in your computer. I got the big, huge jumbo storage one. I uploaded all of our pictures onto this, so I don't have to worry about losing memories or whatever. I mean, more of my son than anything. I also scanned documents like I have, when I get my bank statements every month, they're on here. My tax returns, they're on here. Again, any critical information. I had made a list of passwords for whatever accounts and things. Everything is on here. So that is like my life there. Again, just anything you think you need. Birth certificates, social security. I also am a big fan of making copies of like driver's licenses, account numbers, things like that. You want to have all of that in one place. Any life insurance policies, financial investments. If you have a deed to a house, titles of your vehicles, especially if you have a vehicle that's only yours. Like I had a vehicle that I only put my name on the title, not my ex's, because I was trying to leave him. So everything important you put in there, close it up, lock it. And here's the thing, you gotta hide it. So I hid mine in different places. I would put it here for a month, I would put it there for a month, but definitely in places that I presumed he wasn't gonna look. Like we had a big suitcase. We never went anywhere because he didn't want to travel. I wanted to travel, he didn't. But I would hide it like in the big suitcase, like in the back of the closet where like I knew nobody was ever gonna touch it or find it. The other thing I want to mention is the key. So the little key, you don't want to put this on your keychain or anything. You got to hide that too. Make sure it is nowhere near the safe, because even if the person you're trying to leave finds your little handheld safe here, your little grab and go case, you don't want them to find the key, look inside, and God forbid they take everything, because you're going to grab and go one day, open it up to, thinking you have your stuff, and it's going to be gone. So the key's got to go somewhere safe too. So either leave it with somebody that you completely know and trust, make sure they don't lose it. I've heard of weird places. You could hide it in like your box of tampons, because if you're a girl, he is not going to go there unless you're with a woman. If your partner is a woman, well, then you have to be worried about that. But, hide it in. I had somebody that had a gerbil or some kind of caged animal that they hid it like in their bedding, like underneath a rock or something, like in an aquarium. Like just think of like the wildest place where like nobody would look. Just make sure you know where it is. And I told one friend, one person, because if you know this, you know this. If you don't want somebody to know something, if you want to keep something hidden, you don't tell anybody. But unfortunately, in case you actually forget, or God forbid you cease to be, you need somebody to know where that is. Make sure it's somebody you can trust. So that is the grab and go. One more little detail, but it's a big one. I stashed cash in there. A lot of times, especially if you're with a narcissist, money is controlled. They want a receipt for everything. They monitor purchases. They monitor everything with money. If grandma gave me $20 in my birthday card, went in the safe. If I got, if I returned something to a store and they gave me cash back, in here. I didn't want to risk ATM or not, cashing checks. I don't want any record. I just took straight cash. If you have a job where you make tips go in the safe. You know why? Because it took me 15 years, and that's a whole story. Read my book for that one. But it took me 15 years. But by the end of that 15 years, I had tens of thousands of dollars stuffed in here, because every time I had cash, it went in here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that's my little tip for a grab and go. Again, it's one of those situations where if you have an opportunity to leave, he's gone for an hour and that's your time to escape, and you can grab your kid and your cat and your little case here and get the hell out. That's how you do it. So get all your stuff together. Be very careful. I wish you well, and stay tuned for more tips on how to manage a narcissistic relationship and also how to leave it if that's what you choose to do.